Last time on Fantasy Friends. How three friends were summoned by Suriel, where he informed them of their mission and of a whole other world similar to theirs in a different dimension. Geared up, they portaled in to meet Rascal and their guide to find the reason how the portal was opened to Earth from Gaia. Braving a magical sandstorm, they found their way into a strange tomb. Now it's time to find out what happens in this place on Fantasy Friends. So yes, your first real mission was to check on something going on in the desert, which in Egypt, in your Earth, there was talks about mummies and gnolls, and then other preservers trying to track down those gnolls after they defeated the mummies, and then you portaled into Gaia and came to the Oasis town, met with Rascal and the Lady Kareva, who's going to be your guide / being her bodyguards. She guided you through the desert. You had a tussle at that well with some gnolls and scared off some hyenas, and then you pushed through the giant sandstorm into the center of it where the eye of the storm was, and then she did some stuff with some glyphs and they started to glow, and then all of a sudden, in one instance, you were inside the tomb, which you can see on roll 20, but unfortunately or for anybody else that's listening, they can't see. So I will describe that now. So what you see is glyphs almost all along the walls. There are certain blocks, so it almost looks like a perfectly cut sandstone, how the pyramids would look way back when. So perfectly cut sandstone, glyphs everywhere. It's kind of interesting because they look very similar, and this would be more for you, Tristan, because you did some research in the intermission, where you kind of did some history on some of that stuff. So you, just from a glance, you can tell that those glyphs look similar to hieroglyphs from your reality and your universe. And then there are certain blocks spaced out that have this kind of yellow, warm, light glow where it lights up the hallways, kind of spaced out, so there's very little shadow that kind of appears, and it allows you just to kind of see without a torch or anything. So they're kind of, it's like a recessed lighting, so it's like if you were to touch it, that it just feels like it's just goes along the wall. It's like I'm trying to think. It just feels like it's flush with the wall. There you go. Okay, so you're looking this in this direction as you come in. So you portaled in here, so you all bunched up in the top area. From there to your left, you see a hallway to a door. And to your south, you see a hallway that seems to open up more, and you see a statue a little bit in the distance.
That blue square?
No, the square that has the S in it.
Well, is the blue square anything?
No, I forgot to put that off to the side. That is the icon for the studio or whatever it's called that I have for the free thing.
Ignore it.
Yes, ignore that square, but the S square as a statue. Trying to think of anything else to give you.
How wide are these hallways?
Hmm?
How wide are these hallways?
About enough for two people to comfortably walk down side by side.
Let's see, by the judging by, if you go 5 feet per square, that's 10 feet.
Correct.
Like.
Yes, thank you.
I see.
They did.
Okay.
I get it now.
Well, that's what you got, fellas. And Kureva's with you, and she's literally taken out a notepad, and she's like looking at all the glyphs, and she's like, her eyes are wide, just writing down all the different information that she's got, and she's like talking to herself, like, fascinating, unbelievable. And
I'm going to ask her, what does she think of these glyphs? What is her? What do you?
It takes her a beat, and she doesn't even realize that you're talking to her because she's so wrapped up in all of these glyphs that you literally like walk up to her side, like in her periphery, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?"
Yeah, I was curious if you thought anything about these glyphs that you see because they don't make sense to me.
Oh, right. Well, I just kind of glance at them. It appears that it looks like this. I don't think this is a tomb. It mentions the gods of this area, and I can't remember her voice. That's whatever. Yeah.
It's all right. For all those people listening, I have completely destroyed my Irish accent.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Yeah, don't be laughing at me.
For everybody. I'm not. I'm with you, brother.
You already did. Okay, so, but it mentions. Well, I mean, usually tombs mention the gods, but this seems different. It mentions as if the gods are here, like in this place. It's still kind of, there's a lot of information here, but I don't know. It would take me a while to really, just some small bits of this. It would take me. I mean, this whole place looks like it has glyphs all over it. It would take me forever just to. You know what? We should try to figure out, because you want to figure out what's going on here. Sorry, I got so distracted. Well, why don't we check that door down there? And she points down to, like I said, that door that was kind of right down that hallway at the beginning to your left. So over here. So she starts to head down that hallway, and then she kind of looks to her left and right, seeing the glyphs, and then she comes up to the door. Do you follow her the whole way? Like, go along?
Yeah,
with her?
I'm following behind her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk in between the two of you. Since I'm
Here,
rather squishy.
Is that the fact
squishy?
yeah, squishy.
Yes, very.
That
medical term.
Yes. It was funny because the first mission where you're in the augmented room, I love the fact that Lachlan was like, "I'll follow you, my friend," and it's like the bard is leading the way instead of like one of the beefy boys. And I'm just, I was trying to hold back my laughter the whole time. You're just like, "All right, well, I'll just follow you." Anyway,
I was nervous at first. I didn't realize I was a beefy guy.
Oh, okay.
Considering the fact that like Tristan doesn't really want to, like, he's like, I really don't want to do this. Like,
right. Okay. Wow, I did not put this. Okay, I thought wow. All right. So you come up to the door. It again, it kind of matches the. It's a little bit darker looking stone, and as you peruse it, it looks like it has this kind of image, and so the whole time she's kind of looking over it, and all of a sudden she's like, "This is." I know this is going to sound silly, but this is locked. It looks like the hawk in this fresca, or whatever you want to call it, it's missing its eyes. So I think we need to find the eyes of this hawk to get into this. So I don't know where it would be. Maybe further down into the tomb.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I see any like tracks or
Sure.
eyeballs?
Eyeballs? No. Well, it doesn't look like you got to use like actual hawk eyes. It looks like you have to find like a key or something that you put
Right. Yeah.
into,
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Into the
can,
door, you're saying?
correct. Yes, that's what she's trying to relay to you.
That's a 7, so I probably can't even see them if they're laying on the floor directly in front of me.
Okay, with at least a 7, you're like, well, it is a door. Can't really tell with all, like, it just seems a little bit too dusty.
Then Dane's like, "We're looking for eyes. You say? Are they uppercase or lowercase?"
Wait, were these? What, did you say eagle eyes? It looks like an eagle, but you tell me it's a hawk? I don't know. I don't trust you. Yeah, with a 7, that's about it. You just kind of like, you kind of move your hand around the door, and you're like, yeah, it looks like something goes there, and then you just look around, and you're like,
Just like glance around on the floor, like,
mm.
I guess it didn't fall out here.
Yeah, basically, that's what you got.
Okay, so we can't get through this, so I say we go back and look at that statue.
Okay.
Let's do it.
It looks quote unquote interesting.
So you go back to the statue. So you come back around the hallway, you come down to the statue, so I will reveal some more to you.
Don't reveal too much. I like the tease.
It's just another empty hallway.
Okay. So you approach the statue, and she starts to look it over, and then she says, she steps back, and she's like, this says we have to take a certain path. And then she looks down the hallway that goes further ahead. Like if you're facing the statue over this way, so this direction, she's saying that there's something to do with this hallway. And then and then she speaks up and says, this hallway might be trapped. If it's telling us to take a certain path, I see some glyphs. It says Apep. Apep was not a good god. And then she walks over here, and then she starts looking down, and all of a sudden she starts pointing. She says, Those are the symbols of Apep. I think it means we aren't supposed to walk on those tiles. This seems pretty difficult to do, though. And then I'll just reveal the rest of it. So as you can see, there's a pretty long hallway. So, yeah, that's what you got. She can guide you through, but yeah, that's what you got.
Okay. I said we just follow her.
He did say it would be rather difficult. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to have some trouble stepping our way down yonder hall.
Certain squares are bad.
Yes. And remember,
point out the squares for us to step on.
Yeah, but remember, you have to go back through that hallway. if you want to get back to the door.
Right.
This is where.
Somebody have something in their bag we can like
I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah.
spray or something we could like spray or smash or leave on each stone or area where we walk. That way we know quickly how to get back.
Tristan. So, that's what else I was going to do. So, Tristan, since you said you're going to do some history on Egypt and all that stuff in your intermission, I'm giving you advantage on basically I guess like history checks it would be on this whole tomb. So you will be kind of as close to knowledgeable just as Kareva. So
actually, on that note, could I make a history check about Apep then? Or at least who his or her counterpart would be?
Yeah, you can make I'll let you do a history check.
Two natural 20s. Oh my god.
Okay.
Kind of crazy.
Holy smokes.
That is insane. That is my first time on this podcast ever rolling 2 natural 20s on an advantage roll.
All I know is Yale better like us a 20-page synopsis of APEP.
I am ready for the dissertation.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. So I'll just tell you this. You know that he is represented, or it is represented by a giant serpent. He embodies chaos. Let me bring up the...
I was like, that's it.
That's it.
Natural 20.
Guys,
he is,
really don't know.
Yeah. He is considered the god of evil, fire, and serpents. He is a tricky god, and his symbol is the flaming snake. And I will include in that, since you got a double 20, just for that, you decide to look at that statue again, because Kreva was so busy kind of looking at the tiles that you find something strange among the glyphs. It looks like you can press one of the glyphs in.
Nice.
I'm going to go ahead and push it in.
It happened.
You push it in, you hear a click, and then you don't hear anything else, but you just hear that click.
Nice. You wound the clock. Good job.
Push it again.
No, it's
just like stuck in.
Yeah, it's just kind of stuck in. So, what do you do, fellas?
All right, so I don't know. She going to show us the first spots to go?
So this tile is what she said was bad.
Okay. Assume the tile next to it here is good.
Correct.
Hey, I have a sling. Can I just shoot a rock at it and see if it like depresses and like blows up or electrifies or whatever?
You could try.
Bendane just takes a step on it.
You just step on it? Hold on.
Yeah.
You just step
Let's
on
just take a step on it.
it?
Bad rock?
No, the good rock.
The
one that she says, hey, go this way.
Oh, I thought you said we were going to test the bad one.
Why would we test the bad?
I don't know. You're the crazy one. You're the one that ate an old lady's apple. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm just trying to see if maybe I disarmed whatever it is.
You can try that.
So, 10, 15, 20. So I can stay here and take a shot at it. I mean, it is at the floor.
For it.
I mean, it's an 18 to hit the floor.
Yeah, I mean, that's enough to hit a floor. Roll for damage.
So excited for these great rolls on rocks and statues.
That's maximum damage.
Maximum damage? Okay. With because I was gonna mess with you if it wasn't max damage. With max damage, you see it slightly depress. It almost looks like it goes down. Just it kind of shakes a little bit, but nothing happens.
It stays down?
No. It stays up. So it looks like when he hit it so hard that maybe it could have pushed down, but it just shook.
I
It
see.
slightly shook.
I understand. Okay.
It's probably fine. I think I disabled it.
Okay, but Tristan, do you have anything that can mark these rocks as we go by?
Why don't you
That
just,
way we know where to go.
Why don't you just step on it?
They're marked with the glyphs.
Aren't they? Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't they already marked with the image
I
of
could
what's his
paint
name?
on them, I guess, but
Yeah, they're marked with Apep's symbol.
Flaming serpent.
I see. So the ones that are good are marked with his serpent face.
Yeah, it looks
So
like
far.
it looks like a flaming snake. So Kareva, seeing what you did, she kind of takes the hint that you are testing it out. So she boldly steps on the bad tile, and as she does, it almost sounds like it wants to go, like press down, but it can't. And then she turns to Tristan and she feels sheepish. She's like, I can't believe I didn't see that. Whatever you pressed, it must have locked all of these tiles in place. I believe we can just get through this hallway unaccosted.
Sweet, let's do it.
wipe a bit of sweat off the brow.
All right. All right,
Goodness.
Tristan, you go first.
What? No. I ain't trying to get myself
I'll follow
killed.
you,
You
my
go
friend.
first.
That's gonna be like my favorite joke. I'll follow you, my friend.
I'll bring it back around.
All right. So you proceed down the hallway, and you proceed. You kind of test the tiles as you do along the way, but all the ones that she says, or that you can see with the flaming snake, they seem to like want to depress, but they just can't. Like they're locked in place. And you get down to the end of the hallway, no problem. Again, that hallway is also 10 feet wide, with enough for two people to comfortably walk down side by side. So as you come around, and I'll reveal more, you see another hallway.
Wow.
And then more glyphs. I'll reveal. Let's see. So you come around. So you see that there's a very thin hallway, about 5 feet wide. But these hallways, like how the 10 feet ones are comfortable, this one seems kind of tight. Like it's almost like you would need to kind of side shuffle a little bit if you're a little bit bigger guy. And then
Have no trouble.
Yeah. Tristan would probably be the only one that would have no trouble, depending on like how Bendane's pauldrons are, like how far out they kind of jut.
At least 8 feet.
Okay.
No, not really.
Okay, so you got the hallway that comes down to what you think is the dead end. And then straight ahead of you, because, hold on, let me switch so I just assume you guys are here. So you can see the thin hallway, you can see that there's some other stuff going on, that there's something over here, and then,
I mean, I'll just take a look down those hallways so we can
okay,
kind of see what we're getting into.
right, okay, so you, from this standpoint, nothing happened to you if you were walking along. Oh, I didn't use my thing. So you walk just along this little spot to check, and nothing happened to you, but you can see all the way through, and there are 3 paths.
All right, so what's the name of the woman with us?
Kareva.
Kareva. Okay, so I'm going to ask Kareva.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry.
She died before. Is that right?
Huh?
Go ahead. What are you saying?
Okay. I forgot to reveal the flavor text of at least. Okay, so the leftmost, so this hallway, has skeletons strewn about along that hallway. The middle hallway looks clear, and so does the right one, but you can see there's something to the side of the right pathway, almost like little small alcoves that you're not quite sure what's going on with that. And then at the end, looks like it goes kind of further out. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, that is what you see so far.
Are there still glyphs and stuff in this room?
So, okay, yeah. I mean, no matter what, all along the just assume that all along the walls, unless I kind of point out something, it'll be glyphs pertaining to just stuff. But Kareva does look, and she sees that just constantly down are more symbols of a flaming snake. So, APEP symbol.
Alright, so then I'm going to go for the third hallway. I'll take the lead, boys. I'll just...
How nice of you to offer.
So this hallway?
Yeah, because that's, you said every other one, where it looks like there's white to the right, as that flaming snake, so I'm going to step on those.
You're going to step on them?
Well, the one with the flaming snake.
So you're going to step on this
The
tile?
one with the flaming snake is the bad one. We want to step on the ones that are not the flaming snake.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
No.
No.
He wants to step on the good tiles.
APEP bad. Others good.
Yeah. All right. Bad. All right. I'll stop drinking. All right. Here we go. All right. Well, I'll step on the non. Well, never mind.
You'd have to jump. You'd have to every 5 feet. You'd have to jump 10 feet to avoid those tiles on that third path.
I guess then we're not doing that one. I understand. Okay. I guess we just...
Oh yeah, I probably should have described it better in audio form. Sorry. Okay, let me say that real quick. So right at the third path, starting out, if you were to step, there would be a flaming snake tile, which would probably be bad, and then alternating, it's good, then bad, good, bad, and then you can kind of see where the bad ones are all the alcoves going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet, and all the pathways go 30 feet. The leftmost, like I said, is strewn with skeletons. The middle is blank. It doesn't look like it's been touched at all, as far as you can tell, but she can see at least one tile that has a flaming snake right here and a flaming snake right here.
Okay. We only have to jump 5 feet, which isn't the worst thing in the world.
Right. Yeah, I'll just go down the middle hallway and I'll just jump over the bad tile.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
That is a 22.
22. With a 22, you were the first one to go?
Yeah.
So you jump over the tile, do a DC Dex save with advantage.
Dex save with advantage?
Yes. I don't know why I said DC.
And that 20, baby.
Okay. So as you jump over the tile, all of a sudden you feel like the next tile depresses, and then all of a sudden you feel a rush of... Let me see what I have. So you notice on the floor, kind of a lot, like in between the tiles, and along the... okay, imagine Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, the Penitent Man things.
Yeah.
Imagine that. So all of these saw blades just pop out of the ceiling, the floor, the sides, and
Oh God!
you literally So you basically just you hit that tile and you just book it, and they're just basically trying to. Well, I mean, obviously they're not, but they're going to cut you in half. But you're just rushing through. So with a 20, give me one more DC check with advantage, since you already
Another
realized
dex check, you mean?
dex check. Yeah.
16.
Yeah, that passes. So you make it to the end, just like from the sweat of your brow, you just barely pass through these huge hallway of saw blades, just coming like they come out and then they go back right into the walls. And
Now yell back, "Hey guys, it's safe."
But
No
you,
big.
by the way, when you hit that first tile after the quote unquote what you thought was a bad tile, every single tile activated like as you were stepping on them. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Nice.
So hey,
Activated and done.
I'm thinking Kareva was wrong, and
I'm
we
so-
should
I'm so
probably
sorry.
only step on the snake tiles.
I'm so sorry.
You should be.
That's how it worked in the other hallway, though. Is it maybe that it's backwards because it's
No,
supposed to
remember
trick people?
we deactivated the other hallway.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
you
we stepped
hold
on the bad tiles.
to check and see, and they were locked. If they weren't locked, then probably something bad would happen. But remember, Apep is the god of evil and flames and stuff, and his little thing is trickery.
Flames and stuff.
Oh, and you did say chaos, so hey, it's
Yeah.
chaotic, man. We may just never even know.
Well, I mean, there's
I like that.
There's two other-
Flames
one
and
way.
stuff.
two other pathways you can check.
We're
Oh,
not
let me
going
a-
down the one with the bones.
Well, hold on a second though. Like when he went down that hallway, did he basically activate everything? So just like in Indiana Jones, I can now walk through it just fine because it's been activated once. But it's
I don't know.
Only one way to find out.
That's up
Throw
to you.
Tristan down the hallway and find out.
You are not touching me.
yeah.
I
Try
don't know.
to pick Tristan up and throw him as hard as I can.
You remember in Indiana Jones, he deactivated it by whatever he pushed or pulled a lever or something like that. So
Can I
Dang,
take a
look
look
around.
and see if there's a lever around here?
you
Yeah.
can do a perception check. Go ahead.
That is a 10 plus whatever my perception. Would it be in perception or investigation? Perception.
I'll let you do whatever is higher.
Then it would be a 14.
14. So you kind of check the glyphs. You're not exactly sure what you're looking for.
Not a glyph expert.
Yeah, but I mean, you do enough checking. You just you kind of take your hand along the wall.
Running my hand over the wall.
Yeah. As you're trying to check every little crevice, every little glyph. You just can't seem to. You even check behind you on this wall. You check over here. I mean, you check everywhere along this hallway here. Nothing.
Sorry, guys. I stuck my fingers in all the crevices, but I can't find anything.
And I will reveal at least. Oops.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, you figured it out? Or no?
Is there a one popping up?
Yeah, I started stealing the ones from like the chat and putting them on there. I was like, how am I doing this?
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway. So as far as you can tell, dang it, I just hit my mic. So as far as you can tell, there is no way to deactivate at least the middle hallway. And what did you say, Tristan? Did you want to try the left hallway?
No, I am absolutely going nowhere near the one full of bones.
Okay.
Maybe they're just decorative bones.
Right.
They could just be set there to scare you away.
Okay,
Uh,
so so I'm actually going to take the third hallway.
Okay.
Okay. Well, a good DM wouldn't make it obvious that it's a terrible idea. Okay.
What'd you roll?
All right. What am I rolling to? What?
You were gonna have to roll an athletics check at least 5 times. Yeah, wait.
Just to hop like 5 feet? Is each one of these squares 5 feet?
Yeah.
So he's just gotta hop like 5 feet.
2, 3, 4, 5.
We're doing
6.
athletics.
Athletics check, like 6 times.
Okay, here we go. Doing the first one. I'm making it happen.
Just roll like
Just plus
16,
4,
20.
so it's a 10.
What's the DC?
I'm jumping on. Hold on, before you do anything. I'm
I'm
actually going to. Well, no, I'm just. No. We'll see. I'm still going, but I just clarifying. I'm going to try because I saw what happened to him. I'm going to try to jump on the ones that actually have the flaming serpent. Obviously, my 6 isn't grand, but that's my goal: is to jump on the ones that are the.
the first. This one right here is the first one, so you're just going to step on it. You don't have to jump. You can just step on it.
I'm going to step on that one.
Do a dexterity saving throw.
19.
Nice.
So you jump
Plus
back.
1, so it's 20.
So you jump back just in time as darts come from that alcove straight to your left. So from your right to your left, and you just with a 20, you look over to your right just as you're jumping back and see that there's little holes coming out of the wall, and little darts just hit the side of the wall. And I keep forgetting about Kareva. And Kareva says, "Oh dear, are you all right?"
Yeah, barely.
This is
I probably understand though
unreal.
that each of those alcoves is probably something bad going to hit me. So
You would
I was
probably
hoping
be
those
correct.
alcoves. Yeah. So
Well, Apep is the god of chaos. He's This is strange. This is seeming more or less like a tomb and more like something else. These traps wouldn't be here for a tomb. Not like this, not this intricate.
you're for a prize at the end though. Yeah, let's do this.
Right.
So I'm gonna take the first one then. All the bones.
Okay.
I'm gonna yet again try to step on the. I'll go up to. Well, hold on a second. Point to again where the one with the serpent head is. You said.
Okay. Right there. It's a flaming snake, and yes, it's right there.
I'm gonna have to jump 10 feet just to get to that thing.
Or you can just walk up to it, unless you want to try to miss all the tiles going up to it.
All right, I'll walk up to it and I'll jump over the flaming head or the flaming serpent.
Okay.
I just have to jump 5 feet.
Yep. That's it. Just athletics.
So,
I feel like for a big orc or half orc, there's just
Then
like
again.
a long step.
Uh,
It's just a big step.
a man my size.
you trip onto the
I am
tile.
walking sideways.
No, you don't trip on a tile. You kind of like misjudge, and then you kind of land just before the tile after it, and then all of a sudden, as the tile depresses, you see what you perceive to see is blades coming out, kind of similar to the middle. Let me just grab it. They look like extremely fast blades going back and forth along the pathway. So it's a little bit different than the middle pathway, but that's what you see. Tristan or Lachlan, actually all three of you. If you were watching Lachlan, you can do a perception check.
Okay, so I can do a perception check.
Yes. Why'd you roll twice?
I don't know why I rolled twice, but I got a 9.
My perception would be 11.
Okay. Ben Dane, did you want to, or were you watching?
Yes.
Did you want to do a perception check too?
I rolled. Man, my perceptions are today. 10. I got a 10.
I'll at least tell you this: something seems off. Those blades seem to have gone really fast. Like the saw type blades look. I mean, you could obviously see them. These ones were so fast that it seemed. What the heck was that? Sounded like glass breaking.
It was the saw blade.
Yes, so.
Saw blade.
So anyway, so these blades seemed faster than that, almost like they were. It seemed like they were imperceptible. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to have you guys do a lot of this stuff, but I could have Kareva do something, I guess.
Well, hold on. So I made it okay over this thing, but I accidentally activated. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like the blades came out, but it seemed like you didn't die.
It seemed like it as I check every part of me. And so I'm going to keep walking then all the way.
As you do, it's almost like the middle hallway, and then all of a sudden you feel these blades come out, and then it's like you're not dying. So these blades come out of the walls, and it looks like they come in so fast that they're going through you, and you can feel like the wind, as if like something's there, something's real, but you're just not getting cut, you're not dying, and then you get to the end, you give Bendane a high five or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Just going to give him a thumbs up.
Okay, I didn't want to mess with your truth, so
Man,
What's your truth?
Lachlan's got to move as a thumbs up.
So yeah, you didn't take any
So
damage. You were fine.
I'm just going to yell to Tristan, dude, don't worry about the bones. I think that's the way to go. Just run as fast as you can. Jump over that one thing just in case. I don't know.
Start hyperventilating and then just run for it, I guess.
Hey, you're good, man. Don't worry.
You run. Kareva watches you as you go. As you do, it's almost the same thing, except you are kind of sweating a lot harder than Bendane or
Profusely,
Lachlan. Yeah,
like that scene in Airplane.
yeah.
But it's really weird with a furry animal.
Yeah, that means the hair is all
soaks
bad.
soaks up all the fur, or the fur soaks up all the sweat. Yeah, you're panting. Okay, and you just kind of like you run as fast as you can because you didn't want to like risk it, but you felt the same reaction or same feeling as Lachlan, as if something's going through you. The wind is hitting you, but nothing's happening. You're not getting cut. Nothing is happening. And then Kareva watches you get to the end, and then she takes a deep breath, and then she just kind of does the same thing, just runs right through. She feels the same thing, the wind, and then she gets to the end, and she kind of smiles and just elated that everybody is safe. That's the look that she has, elated that everybody's safe when you got through there, but also like, well, I'll just say it. All of a sudden she says, "Oh my, that was so interesting. That was such a rush. Sorry, I know we could have died, but that was
Just like huddling in the
unbelievable.
corner,
Just
like in a fetal position.
Then she falls into pieces like that scene in Resident Evil when the laser cut that guy into little cubes.
The Red Queen. We must activate the Red Queen.
If there's zombies in here,
I expect mummies.
Were you actually in the corner in the fetal position?
oh yeah,
Okay. She bends down and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "It's all right. You have two wonderful companions. I'm here. We can make it through this. We just got through two possibly devastating traps, and we've survived so far. I think we'll be okay."
sure. Easy enough for you to say. You've probably done this quite a bit.
Nothing as this extreme. This is quite intense. I've never been into something like this. So believe me when I say we have beaten the odds so far. So cheer up. And she smiles at you, and I was gonna say like she kind of like gives you like a rub, like a little rub on your head or something. I don't know.
Scratches your head?
Yeah, scratches your
Touch
head.
behind the ear.
Scratches behind the ear, yeah.
And then stands up and looks at you and you Bendane and you Lachlan, and she smiles and says, "Well, let's move on."
Let's do it. I'm guessing that's a door with like the lighter white color there.
That is correct.
Is there anything special about this room? Like, is it just a blank room
Oh,
with some
let me
glyphs all over it?
let me
Investigation check.
flavor text you.
Yeah.
Let me blow your mind.
Paint me a picture.
So these glyphs are a little bit different than the glyphs on the other walls. The other walls just kind of mention gods all the time, and blah yada. But this has the glyphs on the walls have as it is almost like it's what's the word I am looking for?
Recipes.
Nope, that's not it. It's like it's telling a tale, and it seems like it has a hidden meaning in it. And then you turn, and there's a giant door. So this door looks like it's thick, like it's a big, thick door. A little bit different from the other one. And on that door, it shows a sky setting. On both sides, there are cranks. Kind of like the old school cranks, so you can kind of see some of the gears. If you walk up and you kind of mess with it, but as you do, like you can see the gears kind of turning. But as you do turn the cranks, you see that on the door itself, the sky setting starts to move around. You see like the sun and the moon move, and like the stars kind of move, and so each kind of crank kind of changes to. Sorry, I don't know why I just got lost in my brain. So each crank allows you to move the sky setting to pretty much what you can surmise to open the door. So I'll roll for Kareva. Tristan, like I said, you get advantage.
History?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, thank God. I only get a +1 to my history, so gotta roll high.
I hope so. What'd you get? 19? Okay.
19.
Yeah, Kareva kind of. We'll say Kareva. She got like a 13. We'll say Kareva got lost, just like I did a second ago. Huh?
In her own head, yeah.
Yeah, basically, just like I just did. So she got lost in her own head and just kind of distracted by everything, while you start kind of piecing things together, and it mentions the archer, shooting through the archer shooting through the celestial bodies. So you run up and you start messing with the cranks, and you kind of tell Bendane and Lachlan, and to turn this one, and then as you do, you see at the top of the door this constellation that forms almost what it looks like an archer, and then as it's aiming down the door, all of the planets start to align, and then as you put the last planet in alignment, all of a sudden you hear this kind of giant click, and then another click, and then another click, and then all of a sudden the door splits and starts to move, splits in half and starts to move to the sides, so to the left and to the right. And now you see.
Well, that was fairly easy.
Good job, guys.
You see another hallway.
Nice to have something nice and calm after that place has tried to kill us.
Yeah.
Twice.
So I'll just reveal this room. Okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Let me make some stuff. So as you're walking into the room, the room.
I do not know what a slim is.
What? What did you say?
Pink Panther.
Oh, gotcha.
He's like, I do not know what a slim is. He like looks in the little book. He's like, oh, Zimmer. Ah, a room.
Okay. Ignore this. I don't know why
I want to
that's
ignore it.
Huh?
I want to ignore it, but apparently I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Ignore what?
So, this.
Dark gray.
I
The
don't
little
see anything.
highlighted part. Or, never mind. That's actually part of it, sorry.
It's a sarcophagus.
My fault. So
don't ignore it?
So don't ignore it, yes.
Ignore it. Got it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you see, all the red squares that I pointed out in the room. So there's one towards the beginning that almost not almost, but is to, yes, right there. And then right here, in the upper left and upper right of the room, there are statues. On those statues, there are mirrors. Very finely cut mirrors. And right here is a big old mirror, but it kind of, what's the word? Either concaves or convexes, and then it's parallel, I guess? Parallel to another door that you see. And on that door, there is a spot to where it looks like there's like this little hole, and then it kind of goes out into this cliff, and looks like it's a kind of like a glyph pertaining to Ra. And then right here is a brazier that is lit with fire. And so
I've seen this one before. We need to arrange these mirrors so that we get like a beam of light to shine on the door, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
So
I put
we'll
two
do
mirrors.
that.
Okay, let me tell you this. So this one is facing right at the moment. This one is facing towards this one.
This or
No.
oh, it's facing right.
Yeah, it's facing to the
Well,
right.
the top is facing down.
Yeah, the top left one is facing down towards the. I'll just say so, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 is facing 3.
So which way is one facing?
So 1 is the only one that doesn't seem to be able to move because you kind of mess with them. So 1 can't move, and it's facing 2. Number 2 is facing the same direction as 1, which is to the right. Number 3 is facing down towards 2, and 4 is facing 3. So the way it's set
Where
up,
I want it to go is here
you tell me.
or
That's what I think.
at this thing.
Well, this fire did it have a point of light?
Hmm?
So I'm confused how light will refract if it's just a giant fire pit in the middle.
Also, aren't we like surrounded by light in this whole room, lit up?
No, just the brazier is lit.
Oh.
This one has a spot where you can put a fire, and it has a mirror. So it's like it would reflect the light through it. But
so
but 2, 3, and 4 don't. Sorry, I should have described it better. So 1 has a slot for fire, and it has a mirror, which would it seems like it would reflect, in the direction that it's facing. 2 just has a mirror. 3 and 4 just have a mirror, and then right here, this is one big old mirror. Is either convex or concave or whatever, and it's, I guess you could say it's facing the door.
Okay. So we'll put fire on this one down here.
Okay, so you approach the brazier.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I just have a question real quick. So the one that's convex or concave or whatever, is there any way to see backside of it? Like, can light go through it, or does it have to refract off of it?
It looks like it'll intensify the light.
Yeah. So we were.
So I mean, you can go on this side and this side of it, but like I said, the door looks like it has a pinhole, like almost small size hole.
I get that. I just didn't
Okay.
know if light could come from behind that mirror.
Yeah.
Basically, focus down towards the door.
Like
We
this, like putting fire this way and going this way.
I didn't basically know if this one here, if facing down with light, would shine through this mirror, the door.
It
So I'll
might.
take a
That's probably the plan.
It
I'll take a
might.
torch and I'll go to
Hold
the
on,
brazier.
whoa. As you approach the brazier,
We don't even need to go to the brazier. I can just light the fire inside the thingy-mabob.
Do it up. Do it then.
okay.
Let's
Do we-
turn these statues, though. Let's
Is there,
turn these.
well,
things.
okay.
Yeah, it needs to go like this
Preventing
way.
me is what is inside the slot.
Let's turn all of the statues face
So it
the
does
direction to which that goes that way. So I will jump in with my itty strength and start just whipping statues around.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got it, Dane. I'm
Well,
all
hold on.
over it. I see.
Okay, as you get to the third one, all of a sudden,
To the upper left-hand corner.
yes, this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear a sound like and you hear, I don't know, like a faint, sounds like energy, and then there's like shadow over here. So as you're turning it, you do a perception check.
All right.
Yes, I know. It's not your best.
So, what the heck? I pushed buttons that I shouldn't have. Drag to roll. Look at that. It's fancy dice.
18.
18.
Plus,
Oh, plus 4, so 22,
19.
right?
18.
Oh, 1.
So all of a sudden, around the corner of the statue, you just see this blade come out of the thin shadows. Like your dark vision caught something moving, and then like it just came right around the corner, and you dodge it. You like kind of bend your back out of the way as a blade comes down onto the statue, and then you're face to face with a thing that's wrapped up in cloth, and it just looks all disgusting, and it smells really bad, and it tries to reach out for you. And then you hear another sound to your right from this direction. The same kind of sound, like a...
Oh, no.
So everybody roll a initiative roll. Thank you to, of course, Brian Sanishyn, BrianSanyshyn. Find him on Fiverr and his own website. Also, as always, find us on Instagram and YouTube, like and subscribe. We are also on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, and Amazon Music. Please tell people you know and love about it. We don't advertise. Sneak it onto a DJ's playlist, or a house party playmix, or even an elevator. Find where they have it, set up their music playset, and just pop it in there. If they ask why, tell them they need to listen to the podcast because it's amazing. And of course, thank you so much for listening, and the next episode should be up in about 2 weeks. All right. Bye-bye.